Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Alrighty guys, so today I'm going to be answering your frequently asked questions. Hopefully this video helps. If you have any questions, you can always comment them down below and I'll do my best to respond to them. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Also be sure to leave a big thumbs up and also follow my socials. All my socials are linked down in the description. Alrighty, so let's get into this. Alrighty guys, so the first question I have is my lens is not showing up when I search for it. So usually when you publish a Snapchat lens, it takes about 12 to 24 hours for it to show up on your profile, so like your preview page, and if you're a verified creator, it'll be on your public profile, and then when you search for it, it also takes that amount of time. So just be patient, it should show up within the day. You can still use the snap code that Snapchat sent you in the email, and you can also still use the link that Snapchat sent you. You can also copy and paste the link from your published page on Lens Studio. Another question that I get quite frequently is there an app for this? So you can only download Lens Studio on a computer. It does not matter what computer you have. I do recommend something that can process things a little bit better. I personally have a 2013 Macbook Pro and it works just fine with Lens Studio for the projects that I'm doing. However, if you're going to plan to do like 3D and things like that, you might want a computer with higher specs, and it does not matter as long as you have a computer that is capable of downloading programs. So no, you can't use Lens Studio on your iPad or your phone. You have to do it on a desktop or laptop. How do you get Lens Studio on your computer? Downloading Lens Studio is super easy. It's the same way you download most programs. You're going to want to go to the Lens Studio webpage and it has all the instructions there. Do you have to pay for Lens Studio? No, Lens Studio is completely free. That's why I love Lens Studio. It doesn't matter what type of lens you're creating, Lens Studio is always free, and if anybody tells you otherwise, they are lying. Snapchat does have a way to pay for lenses, and these are typically lenses for events or for advertisers. It's not the program that we are working with. If you are trying to pay for a Snapchat lens, all you have to do is tap your screen and then swipe all the way to the side, plus, and you should have a screen like this, and that is how you can create lenses on your phone. You will have to pay for these. I don't know what the pricing is. I've never looked into it. But yeah, that is how you can make them on your phone, and that is the only way to pay for them. Now, a bunch of lens creators do charge to make lenses, which is completely fine. I personally make Snapchat lens commissions, so if you ever have a specific lens that you want, you can always send me an email and I can make that happen. Where do you find your images? So when I'm creating a Snapchat lens, most of the time I do draw my own images. However, if I am using a GIF or something like that, I do use Giphy. And then I also sometimes use PixArt. A lot of lens creators use PixArt to find little decals. I do hand draw a few of my lenses, so that's where I find most of my images. You can also just search on Google. It's pretty easy. But yeah, I do use Giphy and PixArt quite a bit. So another frequently asked question is, what is an OLC and how do I become an OLC? An OLC is an official lens creator. Now, an official lens creator is essentially someone who creates lenses. They have a verified page on their Snapchat and a public profile. So a bunch of these creators are Anna, she makes Beach Vibe, Happy Vibe, Coconut Cream, Bryant, who makes Renegade and Past Love and Bahamas. There's also Gia and Emily, Brandon and Cryptic, and they all make amazing lenses. You can find all the OLCs on the Lens Studio website. There is an application that you can fill out to become an OLC. This application is very, very easy. However, it is very important that you realize that it is very difficult to get into this program. If you are trying to enter the program just to become a verified Snapchatter, probably not the best idea. I have been trying to be an OLC for the past 12 months. Sadly, I have not been admitted into the program yet. Hopefully, eventually I will be, but as of right now, I am not an OLC. Most OLCs make really complex lenses. They include 3D effects, very, very advanced AR. It's just, they are extremely, extremely talented. So if you want to become an OLC, the application is on the Lens Studio website. Scroll all the way down to the bottom and you will see want to become an OLC. That's what you'll find. It is a very easy application and they usually take about 2 weeks to send out a notice of whether you got in or not. I usually get rejection letters. Face mask, face image versus 3D mesh. So, I'm going to do this in the best way that I can without getting on my computer. I might make a whole another video explaining this. If that's something y'all want, make sure to comment down below saying so, because I'd really appreciate that. So first off, we have face image. Face image is you're basically putting an image on your face. However, it is a flat 2D panel. There's no curvature, no nothing. It's just gonna, when you turn your head, you're gonna be able to see the image move like this. It's like you're putting a piece of paper on your face. Okay. Now a face mask is like you're putting on a mask. However, it still is like that piece of paper. It is going to be like that piece of paper, except it's going to be bent like this. So, my nails are so bad. So it's gonna be bent like this. So see how it's like, so it's kind of like that. So it's like bent. And you'll notice when somebody is using a face mask, when they turn their head to the side using their lens, it'll become very distorted on the side. So it'll be like, pew, pew. Most of my face lenses are face masks. And it typically is the most common form of doing like any blushes or anything like that. So that's why when you turn your face to the side, you get a little bit of distortion right there. Now a 3D mesh, Emily Envisioned has a really good tutorial on these, and I'm planning a tutorial of my own. So a face mesh is basically like you've put on a masquerade. It's basically like you've just covered your face in like paper mache and you have a mold of your face. That's like the best way that I can put it. And so when you are moving around, nothing is distorted because everything is where it's supposed to be. So it keeps its shape and there's minimal distortion. There is still a little bit of distortion, but it's not so bad. It's hardly noticeable. I am starting to do all of my face lenses, like my blushes and everything. I'm trying to transfer them all over to 3D meshes, which is a little bit more complicated. You have to have the placing exactly right. You can't adjust it like you can with face images and face masks, but it is way better, and I'm going to plan a tutorial soon on those. But so that's basically kind of what the differences are. Hopefully that explains it really well. It's kind of confusing, but hopefully if you can just think about like, so we've got paper, folded paper, and like paper mache mask, if that makes any sense. My previews keep getting rejected. So a lot of times when your previews are getting rejected is it includes something that Snapchat might be trademarking. So if you're using dynamic text and it says Snap user, that preview will get rejected. It also has to follow Snapchat's guidelines. If you have something that you're kind of questioning, follow Snapchat's guidelines, just don't do it. It's important that you follow the guidelines and all that stuff, because if you don't follow the guidelines, your project will get taken down. So when I make my previews, I typically just use a selfie that I've taken, and I know it's not rejected and it follows all the guidelines. So yeah, the guidelines are pretty simple, just nothing too out there, you guys. Nothing too inappropriate or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. My lens keeps being rejected. So I got this a lot after the disappearing text tutorial. It is very, very important, very important that when you are making your text, you do not use anything that Snapchat has trademarked or copyrighted. So this includes add me for my Snapchat filters, add me for my Snapchat lenses, subscribe to my Snapchat for more. If you have anything that says like Snapchat in it, it will get taken down. This includes like Snap lenses, Snapchat. The literal word lenses has been trademarked. I've tried it, guys. It does not work. My text used to say subscribe to Suto for more lenses, and that got taken down. So what I say now is subscribe to Suto for more, which is perfect. It's concise. It works. Just try to follow Snapchat's guidelines, that's it. Do you get paid to make lenses? Unfortunately, I do not get paid to make lenses. However, I do get paid if somebody commissions me to make a lens. So if you have any lenses that you want made, that maybe you can't make, but it's something that you really want to see, that you really want to use, just let me know. I can make that happen. I do charge money for this through PayPal. Alrighty guys, so hopefully this helped answer some of the questions you might have. If you have any questions, you can always comment them down below. I can always film another frequently asked questions video where I go more in depth on some of these topics if that is something you'd want to see. Make sure to subscribe. I have a bunch of cool content planned, and yeah, hopefully everybody's staying inside, staying safe. Don't forget to subscribe. All my socials are linked down in the description. Alrighty guys, thanks so much. Bye.